last time we looked up at the stars? They are always there, but do we take the time to stop what we are doing, look up, and enjoy their beauty? Do we take the time to appreciate what already surrounds us? Whenever we blow things out of proportion and become overwhelmed by our everyday struggles, we distort our perspective. We lose sight of the big picture. Although sometimes we may complain about this small school, it really offers so many opportunities that are not available elsewhere. From the atmosphere to the programs, to the teachers and the involvement and interest of parents in their children's academic careers, West Boylston High is unique, and I think it may take coming from a different situation to realize how fortunate we are to attend this school. Just as we often overlook the stars due to the stress and the busyness of our lives, many of us also don't take the time to stop what we are doing for a moment and think about how lucky we are to be part of this little community. I am fairly new to West Boylston, although I feel as if I've already spent a lifetime here. I had the opportunity to transfer my junior year. It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made, but in the end, I can say confidently that I made the right choice. I came to WB because of its reputation for academics. I didn't really expect to make many friends or to necessarily become a part of things, because I figured everyone had known each other for so long that there wouldn't be any room for me. But from the moment when I ran into the soccer field, before school even started, to the moment when I walked into the building for our first day of classes, the last thing I needed to worry about was being alone. In fact, sometimes I wish I could have a moment alone. Everyone was extremely welcoming, and I felt comfortable and right at home. It is difficult to imagine the differences between West Boylston High and my former high school. I came from a class consisting of around 500 students, and now I belong to a class of about 82. Here I was amazed by the excellent condition and cleanliness of the building and the care that my teachers put into the planning of each lesson. The students here were prepared and ready to learn. They were involved as well. For the first time in my life, I carried on a conversation with my guidance counselor, and I had the opportunity to choose my own class schedule. My classes were very challenging, and between life and school, I can say I've learned more in these past 2 years than I had in any other period of my life thus far. I know that sometimes I may complain about my workload, and sometimes I may swear that I would much rather clean toilets for the rest of my life than write one more paper or tackle one more calculus problem. But if I told you this is truly how I felt, I would be lying. In a conversation between Hippocrates and Socrates, by the way, these are two really cool dead Greek philosophers, not just some dead poet. And what Socrates, anyway, so this is written in the Dialogues of Plato, and Hippocrates asks, "And what, Socrates, is the food of the soul?" To which Socrates responds, "Surely," I said, "knowledge is the food of the soul." I've come to realize the truth of this statement, and I hope that as we all go our separate ways, we will continue to learn and seek knowledge on our own, even when we are not under the constant watch of our parents and teachers. After all, the world needs people who are willing to learn, and now it's our turn to step up to the plate. To the class of 2010, we made it this far, but as one chapter of our life ends, another begins. No matter where life takes us, we cannot forget to stop and look up at the stars. Remember the big picture and cherish the small and simple things. We don't have to travel far to find happiness. It's funny how a simple change in perspective makes all the difference in the world. For starters, just think. We could be sitting here having to listen for a couple hours to 500 names being called instead of just 82. Congratulations to the class of 2007.